Introductory session is going to start. The program will begin with a couple of songs. We request Dr. Sudhanshu Bala Shahu to please come to the dais. She will present two songs. Dr. Shahu is faculty in Chandaka College.
राम सुमर भव तरणी पाई रे तरणी पाई मन राम सुमर भव तरणी पाई रे तरणी पाई आज जहा खोजु काली आज जहा खोजु काली मिलिब नाही मन राम सुमर भव तरणी पाई रे तरणी पाई पाप करना लोभे माती पाप करना लोभे माती काल चाहिछि तोते आखि पाती जहा तू करू निजे तू सखी तो माया मोह कहा पाई मन राम सुमर भव तरणी पाई रे तरणी पाई यौवन धन गौरव करना यौवन धन गौरव करना काहीं से छपी जीव रे काहीं से छपी जीव रे यौवन धन गौरव करना काहीं से छपी जीव रे साहत केवल राम नाम सार आगुरु विचार पर तुही मन राम सुमर भव तरणी पाई रे तरणी पाई मन राम सुमर भव तरणी पाई रे तरणी पाई राम हे 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 आनिल जेबे प्रभु ଏ ମନକୁ ତୁମରି ବସେ ବାନ୍ଧି ରଖ ଏ ମନକୁ ତୁମରି ବସେ ଆଣିଲ ଯେବେ ହେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ତୁମରି ପାଶେ ବାନ୍ଧି ରଖ ଏ ମନକୁ ତୁମରି ବସେ ବାନ୍ଧି ରଖ ଏ ମନକୁ ତୁମରି ବସେ କିଏ ମୁଁ ତୁମର ବୋଲି ନ ଜାଣି ଆସିଲି ଚାଲି କିଏ ମୁଁ ତୁମର ବୋଲି ନ ଜାଣି ଆସିଲି ଚାଲି ଏବେ ଜାଣିଲେ ବି ମନ ଏବେ ଜାଣିଲେ ବି ମନ ଦୂରେଇ ବସେ ବାନ୍ଧି ରଖ ଏ ମନକୁ ତୁମରି ବସେ ବାନ୍ଧି ରଖ ଏ ମନକୁ ତୁମରି ବସେ ଆଦ୍ୟରେ ଥିଲି ତୁମର ଅନ୍ତେ ଯିବି ତୁମ ପୁର ଆଦ୍ୟରେ ଥିଲି ତୁମର ଅନ୍ତେ ଯିବି ତୁମ ପୁର ମଧ୍ୟେ ଖାଲି କଲ বল মধ্যে খালি কল বল মায়া বেশে বান্ধি রখ এ মনকু তুমরি বসে বান্ধি রখ এ মনকু তুমরি বসে লেউটানি পথ চাহি বসিছি মন মনাই লেউটানি পথ চাহি বসিছি মন মনাই নেই জীব কেবে প্রভু নেই জীব কেবে প্রভু বাহুড়া রথে বান্ধি রখ এ মনকু তুমরি বসে বান্ধি রখ এ মনকু তুমরি বসে আনিল যেবে প্রভু আনিল যেবে প্রভু তুমরি পাশে বান্ধি রখ এ মনকু তুমরি বসে বান্ধি রখ এ মনকু তুমরি বসে বান্ধি রখ এ মনকু তুমরি বসে
Thank you, Professor Shahu. Professor Shahu is the principal of Chandaka College. I just forgot to mention that. We are still waiting for all the participants to come. Probably they have not yet finished their lunch. We request now Sri Ranjit Kumar Pradhan from Ramakrishna Mission School to come to the dais and maybe sing a song.
हेलो समस्त को मोर सादर प्रणाम। तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। सदा विराजिछि प्रसम पारे ना देखी तारे। अंधमु प्रियतम तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। नयने देखे चाहमु सबु तुमरी रूपर छाया। प्रकाशई जहा चराचरे प्रभु सबु तो तुमरी काया। नयने देखे जामु सबु तुमरी रूपर काया। प्रकाशई जहा चराचरे प्रभु सबु तो तुमरी काया। पारे ना बुझी विषयारे मजी। पारे ना बुझी विषयारे मजी। मायारे होई भ्रम अंधमु प्रियतम। तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। तब प्रेम सुधा होई रस धारा बहई ए रस सारा। प्रेम पारा बारे सदा हरसरे भासंती ग्रह तारा। तब प्रेम सुधा होई रस धारा बहई ए रस सारा। प्रेम पारा बारे सदा हरसरे भासंती ग्रह तारा। विषादे मुहि हुए दिगहरा। विषादे मुहि हुए दिगहरा। भूली तुमरी से नाम अंधमु प्रियतम। तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। तब सुंदर से रूप मम हृदय अविराम। जीव जगतरे जहा अछि सबु बुझिछि ए मिछ माया। जीवने जहा पाइअछि प्रभु सबु तो तुमरी दया। जीव जगतरे जहा अछि सबु बुझिछि ए मिछ माया। जीवने जहा ପାଇଅଛି ପ୍ରଭୁ ସବୁ ତ ତୁମରି ଦୟା। ଗାଇ ତୁମ ନାମ ଯାଉ ଏ ଜୀବନ, ଗାଇ ତୁମ ନାମ ଯାଉ ଏ ଜୀବନ, ଏତିକି ମଳି ମମ ଅନ୍ଧ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରିୟତମ। ତବ ସୁନ୍ଦର ସେହି ରୂପ ମମ ହୃଦये ଅବିରାମ। ତବ ସୁନ୍ଦର ସେହି ରୂପ ମମ ହୃଦये ଅବିରାମ। ସଦା ବିରାଜିଛି ପ୍ରସମ, ପାରେ ନା ଦେଖି ତାରେ, ଅନ୍ଧ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରିୟତମ। ତବ ସୁନ୍ଦର ସେହି ରୂପ ମମ ହୃଦये ଅବିରାମ। ତବ ସୁନ୍ଦର ସେହି ରୂପ ମମ ହୃଦये ଅବିରାମ। ତବ ସୁନ୍ଦର ସେହି ରୂପ ମମ ହୃଦये ଅବିରାମ। ମମ ହୃଦये ଅବିରାମ। ମମ ହୃଦये ଅବିରାମ। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, Sri Pradhan. And now we request Revered Swami Maheshatmananda ji to please say a few words.
नमस्कार। दोपहर का जो एक कार्यक्रम है, ये हर टीचर जानते हैं। दोपहर खाना खाने के बाद बच्चे लोग अगर जिस दिन अगर थोड़ा सा भोजन अच्छा हो तो आपको भी और आपका स्टूडेंट भी पता लग जाता है कि पहला क्लास दोपहर के बाद में। मैं रामकृष्ण विद्याशाला में बच्चों के साथ एक 18 साल था। जिस दिन डोसा सांभर है उस दिन टीचर पूछते, सुबह पूछते कि आज का ब्रेकफास्ट क्या था करके, तो बोलते डोसा सांभर। पहला एक पीरियड पूरा गया। इतने अच्छे से खा लेते हैं पहले पीरियड, तो दोपहर के भोजन के विराम के बाद भी मुश्किल हो जाता है। एक छोटा अनाउंसमेंट करना है, उससे पहले दो चीज़ें यहाँ पर पेश करना चाहता हूँ। बोलते हैं कि हिंदी में सोच बदलो सितारे बदल जाते हैं, सोच बदलो सितारे बदल जाते हैं, नज़र बदलो नज़रियाँ बदल जाते हैं। सोच बदलो सितारे बदल जाते हैं, नज़र बदलो नज़रिया बदल जाते हैं। कश्तियाँ बदलने की जरूरत नहीं है, दिशाएं बदलो किनारे बदल जाते हैं। फ्रॉम द गुड और बेटर टू द बेस्ट टीचर्स। सो एक छोटा सा इंसिडेंट यहाँ पर क्यों मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ, स्वामी जी ने बहुत क्लियरली बोला है, बी गुड एंड डू गुड, दैट्स होल ऑफ रिलीजन। दैट्स वाई some elderly people said that don't throw stones on others, hundreds of stones may come back to you. Throw a flower, a garland may come back to you. That is what you have to do on that. So like that, there's one more. I do remember how our students, they act and interact. As we are the wardens and also looking after different department, I saw one boy, very interesting, that whenever Swamiji is standing, he will bring the chair and give. There is nobody to tell him, but by virtue of his, yeah, sir, please, yeah, yeah. That's all. He was from the Coorg district. I distinctly remember his name, Ponnappa K.S. Whenever a Swamiji is standing, when a teacher is standing, whether they are talking, immediately he will bring a chair and give. So value is not taught, it is caught. So where I saw his mother. His mother, he was exactly like his mother. Mother, whenever some elderly people will come, she will not sit. She will allow them to sit, but she will stand. So that idea has completely percolated into this boy. So be good and do good, that's whole of religion. तो इसको लेके एक छोटी सी घटना बोलने से पहले हम बहुत सारे, आप यहाँ पर बहुत सारे टीचर्स हैं, आप जानकारी होगा आपको, यहाँ पर एक हमारे रवि महंती जी करके हैं, पास्ट 30 years बी गुड एंड डू गुड, उसके उल्लेख से मैं इनका याद आ गया, बता रहा हूँ. 30 years almost, 700 schools he has covered and 2 lakh students he has covered, and he is doing it sincerely and still is doing. So a person, if he decides, what can happen? So इसको लेके एक इंसिडेंट है, टाटा कैंसर हॉस्पिटल का एक घटना है. एक बंदा टाटा कैंसर हॉस्पिटल के, मुंबई का बात कर रहा हूँ, मुंबई में अगर आप स्प्लिट करेंगे तो मम, बा एंड आई. मॉम इज मदर, बा इज इन गुजराती आई इन मराठी इज आई. सो मुंबई हैज़ 3 मदर इन इट. सो मुंबई के गांव से लोग आते थे, उनको ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कहाँ जाना है, क्या करना है, इसने आरंभ किया. फर्स्ट फॉर 30 पीपल बटर मिल्क. ये इंग्लिश बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. देयर इज नो बटर, देयर इज नो मिल्क, बट इट्स बटर मिल्क. ओडिया में गोलो दही बोलते हैं इसको. He started with 30. You believe it or not, it's 40 years back. Then it increased, and he had 60 beneficiaries connected. He started Thai Bank, Medicine Bank shuru kiya usne. You believe it or not, now at present he is helping 12 lakh in this country. His name is Harak Chand Savla from Mumbai. He just started with 30. So if Harak Chandla Savla can, why not you can? हमारे एक स्वामी जी थे, steam engine. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. So everything, every words. So what is the ABC of life? A for apple, B for bat, C for cat. But you can change it, no? Now we have all the smartphones with us. Instead of we becoming smart, you have become smart. The phones have become smart. So we are electronically connected, emotionally disconnected. We have all the time to see the Facebook and not to see the face of each other. So how things? Smart classes only can transfer. A teacher can transfer and transform, that is teacher. So what is the ABC? Always be careful, always be cheerful, always be confident, always be clear, always be cool, always be calm, always be cooperative, always be creative, always be contemplative, active, bold and courageous, and be and cow, accelerate, brake and clutch, avoid bad company, and beautiful a child. If you add D, anybody can dance taking the holy name, Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaj. Now we request Sri Shomnath Mishra. He was previously General Manager of National Aluminium Company to say a few words on this session.
Jananing Sharadang Deving Ramakrishnang Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Respected Swami Mahesatmanandaji Maharaj, Professor Nanda, respected dignitaries of the dais, dear teachers and friends. This is the second session and final session. In the first session, almost same ideas were being carried out as will be continued in this session. The topic that has been given to us for this session is practical strategies for integrating value education in the classrooms. Before I start, let us recall what Swami Bodhamayanandaji had said, that our Madhya Pradesh is now feeling vacant, so let us fill in our Madhya Pradesh. I hope after this sumptuous lunch, our Madhya Pradesh is well satiated and our Uttar Pradesh is not drooping backward. It is forward, isn't it? So I think that we all are in a position or mood to listen to the speakers. I am one of them. The topic itself is somewhat, it is comprising apparently unrelated three terms or phrases. Number one is value education, second is classroom, third is practical strategies. Apparently unrelated, I am telling you. Why apparently I am telling? Because it appears to be separate items, separate entities. But actually, if we stitch together these three terms, we will find that a single entity is formed, and that is how to impart value education among the students in the classrooms by the teachers. And this is no doubt need of the hour. In the first session, we have heard several stories also from the those were the real life stories. One, Jawan, his story we heard, really a heart-wrenching story. But here I will tell you, if value education is not there, if an individual is devoid of value education or values, devoid of values, then what would happen to him or to other person? Value education practically, what does values or value refer to? It basically refers to the ways of bringing up a good human being, isn't it? So that an individual gets bestowed with all the positive qualities like discipline, respect, agility, etc. Now I will tell you one story. In fact, this is not a mere story. It is a fact. It is a real story. When I was a student in the school life, I read this story, and that shook the entire society that time. One boy, he was the only child of an educated parent, The father of that boy was highly educated and well placed in a corporate office. His mother was also well educated, and he got all the time very good marks. He secured good marks. He continued to secure good marks all through his academic career. Later on, he was posted in NASA. NASA, it is one of the prestigious research organizations in America. You all know that. Now, he was posted over there in States. Now, all of a sudden, he got a call. That time, mobile was not there, of course. He got a call from his mother, please come soon, your father is in bed. He is bedridden. But that boy replied, Mother, tomorrow there's a big program in our NASA office, and I will be awarded a prestigious honor by the President of America. So I cannot go there. So you please make all necessary arrangements. I will send more money to you. Mother said, what the hell are you saying, my boy? Your father is now going to breathe his last any time. What are you saying? He said, Mother, I just cannot do anything. My program is already fixed. When his mother insisted, that NASA scientist said to his mother, Mother, do you remember when my grandfather was also bedridden, you had insisted my father to go to his office in Delhi. And this is the story of a place which is in the eastern region of India. And that time my father was refusing to go there, but you insisted, no, I am here, you go, because now this old man is going to die anytime. Moreover, there is no certainty when he will die, better you go. Now, mother, how come you are saying this thing? How can I change my mentality? And that boy didn't turn up. The story ends here. What happened, I don't know, because in the paper there was no further follow-up report. Anyway, so this is what happens if values are not there. And who is to be blamed in this case? Is it the boy or the scientist to be blamed, or his mother or his parents? So decision you can take better. Teachers are they are making the building stones of our nation, because students are considered to be the building stones of our nation, and teachers are making them. They are the builders. So you will have to take care of this thing. Now just mere reciting the value education, what does it mean, like that, will not do. So here the topic has been very pertinently given, the practical strategies for integrating or for implementing the value education in the classroom. Now why classroom? This is another very important point to be discussed. You must have heard of Professor John Locke. He was a European psychologist. That time psychology, medicine, etc., all were being mingled together. John Locke had given a notion, a theory, that a child is born with a neat, clean brain, with a clean slate or whiteboard, and that is in Latin called tabula rasa. Tabula rasa. All the children, all the kids have clear tabula rasa, nothing is there. With time, with experience, they gather different traits. Some are positive traits, some are negative traits. And with these traits, they become a full man. I was trying to use the word a complete man, but no, because for becoming a complete man, that tabula rasa needs to be filled with all the positive traits. Maybe some negative traits would be there, but for becoming a complete man, positive traits should be in the maximum side. But that usually does not happen. So that tabula rasa needs to be made by whom? It is the parents who would help in creating a good tabula rasa or a good mentality in the minds of their kids. But apart from the parents, it is the responsibility of the teachers who will have to take the responsibility of filling in that tabula rasa with all positive traits. Now, there's a good saying I would like to just recall. Why value education is so important. It is said that if money is lost, nothing is lost. if health is lost, something is lost. If moral value is lost or character is lost, everything is lost. So, the teachers will have to be very much careful in teaching their students all the time. Even though I am sure that the teachers take care of their students, but this usually we take care of, how to secure good marks in the exams and the like. But this part sometimes gets overlooked. So that needs to be looked into, and in Ramakrishna Mission, this particular topic, that is value education, is emphasized upon all the time, everywhere. I would like to give another example, very interesting example. You might have heard this story also. Nowadays several blogs are being made in YouTube, etc. But this was also a fact. It is a real story. One boy was caught in the school because he had stolen most probably a small copy of his friend. So the headmaster called upon his father. His father was an MLA and a minister also. When the headmaster apprised the father of the deed of his son, the MLA cum minister was very much furious upon his son and said, I would have managed to give you more such copies from my office. I would have supplied you all these copies from my office. Why did you steal in the school? So see, where is the value? What does that boy learn from the activities of his father? And it goes without saying that even though it does not happen all the time, it does not happen everywhere, but sometimes it happens, though very unfortunate matter. So we'll have to be very much careful while dealing with our kids, while dealing with our children. And the teachers will also have to be very much careful in dealing with such cases. In India, always the position of moral value was given a very high position. From the history, just if you recall, from the report of Misson, just I am recalling only a few examples only. From the report of Misson, his travelogue, because he visited India in the time of Samrat Harshavardhan. From his report, and also from Harscharit by Banbhatta, his court poet, that from those reports we find that the doors of the rooms of the householders were never kept closed because there was no case of theft. People were charged with so much of positive qualities, so much of moral values were being possessed by the people of that time. But nowadays what happens? आमे जेतेबेले मंदिर को जाऊँ सेतेबेले भी आमे जदि भल जूता पिंधिक आमे आसछु तो आमर मन पढ़िकी रहूची जूताटा चोरी हला कि नहीं. See the difference. So here is the degradation of ethical values, moral values. All of a sudden it cannot be changed, but with a sustained effort, especially by the teachers, perhaps something can be done. One point in our topic is practical strategies. Without strategy, in fact, nothing will work. There's a good saying, a plan or a strategy without work or without execution is worthless. If a strategy is made, but that is not executed, that is worthless. But if a work is executed without a plan, is perilous, is dangerous. अर्थात जदि आमे स्ट्रैटेजी जदि ना करिके आमे जदि आगो को जीवु তেবে কিন্তু যে কামটা হব, দ্যাট উইল বি পেরিলাস, বিপজ্জনক, ডেঞ্জারাস অ্যান্ড হোপলেস। সো উইল হ্যাভ টু মেক solid strategy for that. And from the Indian, you can say it is mythology, some says that it is a one character I will refer to right now, that is Vishnu Sharma. Some says he was a mythical character, some says no, it was he was a historical character. Whatever might be the case, just the gist of the story would show us that it is no doubt inimitable. And that is Vishnu Sharma Vishnu Sharma was a great teacher that time, as you are there. You are also good teachers, great teachers, I know. Vishnu Sharma was approached by the king Amara Shakti, and the king was very much rather depressed, upset, because his sons were not at all giving attention to their studies, and mostly the moral values were lacking in. So King Amara Shakti approached Vishnu Sharma how to get rid of this problem. Vishnu Sharma said, okay, I will make a strategy. And that's why I told you that one of the greatest strategists was Vishnu Sharma. He made a strategy in such a way, he rather made or created some modules for teaching those boys who were behaving in a very indisciplined manner. They were insubordinate, they were obstinate, they were stubborn, they were not in a position to listen to any good advice from any seniors. So Vishnu Sharma made some modules, and collection of those modules is now known as Panchatantra. You must know it. And later on, those sons, perhaps 3 sons, were well educated. So, why I am telling you, our topic is practical strategies. So, our strategy must be practical, must be pragmatic, must be effective, so that its efficacy can be felt. The kids will feel, the guardians will feel, the society will feel, the country or the nation will feel. So that way we will have to proceed. A few examples I will cite from the history which would show that this moral education or the value education is how important. You might have heard the name of Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro was a great musician. He was a great musician. This setar, the musical instrument, it goes to his credit. He made it from the South India. There were 4 strings that time. He made 3 strings. 3. In Parsi it is sahatar, from there setar. He made setar. He made tarana in the music. You might have heard in classical music, nadir ditta neta dani, something like that. That is tarana. That goes to his credit. Now Amir Khusro, he made several impacts in Hindustani music, but the way he proceeded is questionable. Just let me tell you, I'll give cite a small story only. He was the court poet of Alauddin Khilji of the Khilji dynasty. Jalaluddin Khilji, his nephew Alauddin Khilji, who invaded South India of Devgiri. There in Devgiri, one great musician was there. His name was Gopal Naik. Now, Sri Gopal Naik was really a stoic person, really a Jnana Tapasvi. He used to sing and he used to preach songs among his students, irrespective of their caste, creed, and color. Now, Amir Khusro wanted to learn all the tricks of the music, Hindustani music. So there was a competition. Rather, he asked Alauddin Khilji to call for a competition, musical competition, and the condition of the competition was that whoever will be defeated will have to abide by the victor. That means whoever wins, the person who is defeated will have to follow the winner. You know how Amir Khusro won the game? First chance was given to Gopal Naik. He sang for several hours. Amir Khusro was hiding himself backward, and he was a highly talented person. He could catch all the basic intricacies of the music. And the next day he said, "Sir, whatever you have sung is known to me. And see here, I am singing back." And really he sang. Gopal Naik was so simple because all those songs were made by himself only. But he thought, okay, maybe there is no genuineness in my song. So finally he was defeated. Amir Khusro took him to Delhi, even though he showed him all respect. But practically he learned, rather he became his boss. He learned many songs from him. But the way he did, is it acceptable? Swamiji said, achieve your goal. We all know, Swamiji said, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. But at the same time, Swamiji said, reach your goal, but perfect your means. যে পথ দেইকি তুমি যাওছ সেই পথটা যেমিতি ঠিক হুয়ে, রং পথ দেইকি রং বাট দেইকি গলে কিন্তু that is not the way to follow. So in case of Amir Khusro, you see, even though he was at the apex of fame in musical world, but people still say that the path he followed was not correct. I would cite another example. This Mulya Bodh, value education means Mulya Bodh, that needs to be inculcated to the truest sense. Just move bhalo result korile gote pila bhalo result korile teacher ko dekhi ki pranam korile he gola. No, that is not the case. I will cite the names of two scientists, world famous scientists. Just you will be surprised to note what sort of peculiar competitions were going on between them. One is Thomas Alva Edison, another is Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla, we are happy that Swami Vivekananda had several discussions with him, with Nikola Tesla. Anyway, that is another story. It does not have any link with my story. Thomas Alva Edison, you know, battery, when we are using torch, their cells are there or batteries are there, that is from DC current, actually DC, direct current. And but whatever lamps are here, this microphone, etc., all are being run by AC, alternating current. Now, Thomas Alva Edison was in favor of DC, direct current, because that time it was in the initial phase of development in the annal of current electricity. Thomas Alva Edison was in favor of DC, that is direct current. And he said that DC current should be adopted everywhere. And Nikola Tesla, he said, DC does not have any future. AC needs to be incorporated everywhere. And their rivalry had gone to such an extent that Thomas Alva Edison, in order to malign Nikola Tesla ko down kariba pai, se kono karile sei AC current, AC ku nei ki kichi animal ro body re lagai ki naturally semanko bhitore gote chanchalya dekha jauchi এবং কହୁଛନ୍ତି যে দেখো দেখো এসি সাপ্লাই যদি তুমি নব তবে এমিতি অবস্থা হব। যা হোক, দেয়ার ফিউড ওয়াজ গোয়িং অন, অ্যান্ড ফাইনালি নো ডাউট টেসলা's concept was accepted, because as we know now everywhere there is AC, because it is very easy to carry AC signal from one place to another without much loss. That is another part. But the last part of the story is that both the scientists, দুজন জগৎ বিখ্যাত বৈজ্ঞানিক আপনাମାନେ ଜାଣୁଛନ୍ତି, নোবেল କମିଟି ସ୍ଥିର କରିଲେ নোবেଲ ଦିଆଯିବ, ଦୁଇ ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ହିଁ নোবেଲ ଦିଆଯିବ। ତ ସେମାନେ କିନ୍ତୁ ରାଜି ହେଲେନି କାହିଁକି ନା କାହାର ନାଁଟା ପ୍ରଥମେ ଉଚ୍ଚାରିତ ହେବ। ଏଡିସନ୍ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ମୋର ନାଁଟା ପ୍ରଥମେ କହିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ, ଟେସ୍ଲା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତେବେ ମୁଁ ରାଜି ନୁହେଁ। ଫାଇନାଲି নোবেল କମିଟି କାହାକୁ ବି ଦେଲେନି, ସେମାନେ ପାଇଲେନି, নোবেল ପାଇଲେନି। ତ ଯାହା ହଉ, आमर तेणु कथा होची जे ए भैल्यू अर्थात मूल्यबोध शिक्षक मानक चिंता करिकी पिला मानक भितर दवाक पड़िबो किंतु से स्ट्रैटेजीटा आपण मानक बनाइबाक पड़िबो एवं आपण मानक से मानकर सहित बंधुत्व बॉन्डिंग करबाक पड़िबो बंधन करबाक पड़िबो बंधनात् बंधु अर्थात बंधन ना हेले बंधु हेबेनी आपण माने तेबे ताकू इम्पार्ट भी करि परिबेनी मु जस्ट गोटे कथा कहीकि छाड़देवी सेटा हूँ जहाँ कि फास्ट हाफ रु आज सेकेंड हाफ आपण मैंने शुणी आप निजर भी ज्ञान या सहित आपण मैंने देवे मुझे जानी बट जस्ट गोटे कोट मु कहूँ आपण मैंने मन निश्चित जानी ख्याल रखिए आई हैव मिल्क्ड जने कहते आई हैव मिल्क्ड 1000 काउज मु सहस्र गाभीर दुग्ध दोहन करी आई हैव मिल्क्ड 1000 काउज बट द कार्ड आई हैव चार्नड इज माई ओन अर्थात से दुग्धरु जे दुग्धजात द्रव्य ये कार्ड माने केवल दही नुहे दुग्धजात द्रव्य जेटा तैयारी करेछि सेटा किंतु मोर अर्थात मोर प्लानिंग वाइज होइछि आपण माने भी जहाँ सुनिले सब इनपुट आपण माने पाइले एबे किंतु निजर चिंता शक्ति देकी छात्र छात्री मानकर भावनार लेवल स्तर देखिकी आपण माने सेमिति भावरे आशा करूछु आमे जे से माननको प्रदान करि परिबे एवं निश्चित भावे सक्सेसफुल हेबे थैंक यू
Thank you, Sri Mishra. Now we request Revered Swami Atma Prabhananda Ji Maharaj to felicitate our guests. Now we request Professor P.K. Nando, Vice Chancellor, SOA University, to say a few words.
जय जगन्नाथ, रेवर्ड स्वामी जी आत्मा प्रमानंद जी, स्वामी जी रेवर्ड स्वामी जी बुधवायानंद जी, and Swami ji, respected Mr. Mishra, and all revered gurus, and ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I thank the organizer to invite me to share some of my thoughts. All gurus, all teachers, I am also a teacher. Last more than 38 years I am in teaching. So I'll share some of the few things. Now time has come. I'll mix Odia and English. So एमती समय आसी बर्तमान आम वैल्यू एजुकेशन को भावुचु आम जदि आमर समस्ते जो मैंने अच्छे आमर स्कूल बेल कथा भाव वैल्यू एजुकेशन ऑटोमेटिक होता एबे गोटे स्ट्रक्चर्ड वेज रे वैल्यू एजुकेशन पाई करा जाउची गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया भी करी यूनिवर्सल ह्यूमन वैल्यूज यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट कमिशन भी करी हायर एजुकेशन भी पढ़ाऊँगी स्कूल भी पढ़ाव AICT भी वैल्यू एजुकेशन पाई इंपोर्टेंस दूची बर्तमान कथा होची वैल्यू एजुकेशन केवल स्टूडेंट मानक पाई नुह टीचर मानक पाई नुह पेरेंट्स मानक पाई भी सारा समग्र समाज पाई भी वैल्यू एजुकेशन दरकार आम आइसोलेट कर दूचु केवल स्टूडेंट मानक पाई मु गोटे एग्जांपल क्लास रे पढ़ाए मु टेक्निकल जिनस तो पढ़ाए मु ट्रेनिंग रे इंजीनियर टेक्निकल जिनस पढ़ावा सहित बेले बेले प्राय क्लास रे किछि किछि कहे सेटा हैबिट हो जाए फ्रॉम यंग रू भी कही आछि 2011 रे we had a disaster called Fukushima Daiichi in Japan. That was nuclear grade tsunami disaster. Till now also they are not able to revive. This year एही वर्ष से माने पुणी न्यूक्लियर प्लांट को स्टार्ट करेंगे. फुकुशिमा दइची जिते हैला सेते बेले ब्लैकआउट हो गला 50 जन साइंटिस्ट सेठी एक्सपायर कले आउ जिते पूरा ब्लैकआउट हैला इट्स अ ग्रेट डिजास्टर. सेते बेले शॉर्टेज ऑफ फूड, शॉर्टेज ऑफ एवरीथिंग, मेडिकल फैसिलिटी, एवरीथिंग. When there is shortage of food, people are in hunger and people are in a mall, blackout happens. There is a queue and blackout happened for several minutes. When the light came, it was observed that everybody in the queue was at the same position. Nobody has taken a single item from the shelf. And not only that, when light came, everybody in turn got their own share and left for the other. That is the kind of the value inbuilt in their society. Not a single person, they were in need, but they didn't do it. So Fukushima Daiichi, there are 10 things to learn from Fukushima Daiichi disaster from the citizens of Japan. This is one of them. I used to share with students, friends. There are 10 things. This is one of them. So, and the 50 scientists who died, they thought if you will not die, there will be thousands of people will die because of the radiation. That's what the value of fellow feeling, right understanding, relationship and thinking for others, which is still there. Such was in the disaster situations only one can test oneself. Value education, universal human values, now courses are there, everything is there. We attend couple of meetings and all. It has to be practiced, reflected in day-to-day activity. I'll give example. A teacher who is teaching a value education in a university, in our university also, every university. So he was in the class, a student came late. And definitely he was admonishing him that you are late. But the student had a courage to ask, sir, you are late by 5 minutes, I am late by 10 minutes. So what value you are teaching to us? So the student told that the person who is teaching the value education must demonstrate the values within himself or herself first. Which is a very difficult task. ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ ସେୟାର କରେ ସମସ୍ତେ କହନ୍ତି ଟିଚର ହବା ଇଜ୍ ଭେରି ଇଜି ଟୁ ବି ଟିଚର ବଟ୍ ଇନ୍ ଅଲ୍ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁଜ୍ thousands of people I have interviewed, I say one thing, why you prefer teaching? Many people say it is easy, many people say research I have to do. I told to be a teacher is easy, but to be a good teacher with research and everything is extremely difficult, extremely difficult. Because to a teacher, 120, if there are 60 students, 120 eyes are watching. At least they are watching everything of the teacher, every word, every gesture, body language, talk, delivery, dress, eye contact, everything they are doing. So to be a good teacher, everything is necessary and it is extremely difficult. So therefore I tell you, we have been learning entirely every day and evolving. Now I will give you example of how do we implement, how do we strategize this? Now there is a blame game between in the society. The parents blame the teachers. It is the job of the teacher to make my word correct. And teachers also say the most of the time he spends in the family, you should correct. Now in this kind of the game, the student or the ward or the boy or the girl is actually deprived. It is the responsibility of all, not only the teachers. When many people think in the university also, people think, I have admitted to your university, I admitted to your institute, so it's good. And it is the job of the faculty to do everything. The faculty says, I have to do lot many things. It is your job as the parents to also teach many things. And all of us will agree, the students who had actually the value to respect the teachers earlier, and everybody with the same chorus will agree that that value has degraded, and every teacher feels bad that the students I teach even no more recognizes me. Even if I ask who was the teacher who was teaching you, even the students, they do not know the names. They tell, sir, describe the features. Sir, it is tall, fair, this, that. I told you, do not know the name of the teacher who is teaching you. No, you don't know. We have come here to pay the fees. In a university, we come and we'll get marks and go. That's what the relationship has degraded. Relationship with the teacher, relationship with the parents, relationship with the fellows. So the attitude has changed, and therefore the value education has degraded. Therefore we want to inculcate that through education, through structured way of teaching, reminding everything. So that's what is now happening. So therefore, to implement this, the teacher has a greater role, because we are under the scanner. Many times many persons tell, no, I can do anything and come back. No, you cannot do anything. Because if you have really used a one harsh word to a student in one day, entire lifetime he will remember and come back that, do you remember you have used me this word when I was class 5, class 7, class 8, 11 in the class. I'll cite my own example, two contrast examples, and then I'll come back to the what we should practice for the value. Actually, when you evaluate teachers for promotions and all, I evaluate in a different footing. Achievements are one side. How have you evolved over the years? Or you are the same teacher who is teaching the same thing 20 years. Then I consider 20 into 1 is 1 year experience. Somebody objected me, why do you do like this? If the teacher doesn't change over the years, then what do we gain? Neither the society gains, nor teacher gains, nor the student gains, because everything is changing. I'll explain two contrast examples, cite my own example. While I was teaching at NIT I was there in NIT Raurkela for 21 years as a professor there. I was teaching classes, undergraduate, PG, PhD, everything. One day, I was young and very, very, very strict that time, but thinking for the students. So students used to attend class, even though I was strict, but they used to attend classes because they knew Sir is thinking for us. One day, I took a little more, I was a little harsh. One student was disturbing continuously. He was a third year engineering student. So I made him stand on the bench for the whole class. I told, punishment is you stand entire class and I'll teach, because you have been disturbing me for all time. Of course, that I should not have done, but I will tell the effect of that. And then coming out of the class, so he apologized, and I also forgot. I don't have anything gross concept, not like that at all. Momentarily I do, I forget. I told, I have done for your good, that you will improve. You are continuously doing, but you could have been a better student. But why you are wasting your time and energy? He felt very bad and didn't talk to me for 6 months. Next semester, he didn't talk to me. One day I called him, so are you very unhappy with me? Sir, in front of everybody you scolded me and you made me stand scolding us. And that's a very, very, I think, shocking to me. But I am grateful to you. I told, I think out of fear because marks will be reduced, something like that he is telling. Anyway, he knew that there is no vindictiveness, nothing. So he graduated, passed jobs. After 16 years he met me. I forgot because many incidents happen, we also don't remember. One day Asia Pacific HP head came to meet me. Sir, I want to meet you. So he came through the official procedure. Somebody from Asia Pacific head wants to meet you. I told, fine, welcome. When he met me, so he touched my feet, everything. I told, please, we are such a high position, what are you doing? No, sir, I will tell you later. I am your student, you might have forgotten. I said, you are my student. Then he took tea, everything, talked about business and other things, asked about me, the academics. Then told, sir, I want to share you one thing. So what is that? Sir, do you remember me? I told, I remember, I taught you, but I don't remember exactly what was happening. Sir, today because I am at this position because of you, I told, how come it is because of your hard work? We only taught you. No, sir, teaching is different. We are capable of learning ourselves. Whatever subjects are there, we are quite intelligent enough. He was a bright student, intelligent enough to learn. But remember, one day you made me stand in the class. I told, did I do? I don't remember, because I don't remember anything. So did I do that? So should not have done. No, sir, I am not telling should not have done. The moment you did that, I felt so bad. I thought I'll change my way, my life and my attitude, so that one day I'll prove you that I am good and I can rise, I can change my behavior, attitude, and here I am before you today to thank you that I have changed because of that. Then I told, I am very sorry. I apologize even after 15 years. I am very sorry if I had done such harsh thing. But then I didn't do any intentional thing. I thought I'll do for you for a better cause. He told, no, sir, actually initially also I felt very bad about you. Many people also instigated me, that sir is very bad. But then I changed, while I changed, marked myself, sir had no intention, no personal intention or any vindictiveness or any expectation from me. Sir, you don't remember even you did this. And then he told, that has a tremendous impact on my life, and now I think marks are not the only means to survive in life. Something else is necessary. And then I told, thank you, and let us change the topic. After 15, 16 years you are meeting me. So, no, sir, I am very grateful. I have told my children also the same thing, that you must inculcate value things, understand things. So I said this, that I felt bad because I should not have done that. Maybe I don't remember that day. But he acknowledged. So that means there is something in him, spark in him. And there is other one, I will share another contrast. One day in a class I posed a problem, like many with the technical teachings I pose many general things. One day I asked a question, in Bhubaneswar itself when I was teaching. I told tomorrow onwards there will be no traffic police in the traffic post. Please tell me honestly how many of you will cross the traffic. Very honest, nothing to be afraid of me. I am not going to scold, nothing. Let us see. And I think you may be knowing the answer. I was so surprised, shocked, everybody raised the hand. I told, very good. Then I told the story of Fukushima Daiichi and 10 things you have to learn from Fukushima Daiichi. I told, look, that is the reason when you people go other countries, you excel, you rise, and you come back, show us that I can. But when you are in your own country, that you are forgetting it. Then I shared another message of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, which I loved and shared while I was at NIT, with my many colleagues and also students, friends, everybody. If you have 10 minutes time for your country, choice is yours. That was a lecture delivered by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam at Hyderabad School. And it is a marvelous lecture. So I liked so much, so I shared with everybody. And many people, some people told, sir, why do you share? Some people accepted, some people do not. But some people remember, sir, yes, that's necessary. And that should happen. I'll share another contrast one. Competition is a kind of attitude or kind of a, you can say, disease has been inculcated right from the day one. Why? When the parents send their child to the school, even to a kindergarten, tells you have to come fast. And also the parents come to the teacher, you must have been meeting parents in the teacher-parent meeting. The parents are obsessive. So there is a class of 60, 40, 30, 100. How come everybody will be fast? How it is possible? So the day one, if the child comes, I have 9.6 GPA. What about your friend? The first question, first reaction of the parents. Are we not happy that she is doing well or he is doing well? Why do we compare? And this we are inculcating, and suddenly at the age of 13, 14, 15, 20, we tell value education should be there. How come somebody is conditioned for so many years, and how to decondition immediately in one day? So therefore and not only that, we also tell our parents, tell their children, don't show things with anybody. He or she might secure more marks. Don't share your things with anybody. He or she wants to secure more marks. The moment we have inculcated in a clean state all these things, definitely the conditioning mind will be over-conditioned to decondition that. And when the child grows and looking at the environment, a lot of psychological changes happens. I think Sir was telling psychology. The psychologists study and tells many things happen. Whenever somebody observes something, there is an imprint happening unknowingly without any notice. गोटे छोट पिला जदि किसी देखुची तार बिना ये से नोटिस करुच्ची से घरे पेरेंट्स को नोटिस करुच्ची टीचर को नोटिस करुच्ची सराउंडिंग को नोटिस करुच्ची फ्रेंड्स को नोटिस करुच्ची सो ऑब्जर्वेशन कीन ऑब्जर्वेशंस गोटे फैक्टर रही जोटा कि मे बी विथ द एज वी इग्नोर बट द किड्स एक्चुअली वेरी ऑब्जर्वेंट तो सी ऑब्जर्वेशन फेज रे आमे वी आर फोर्सिंग देम these things and that's for जब the sir कहते जब the child mark the parents are doing like this, so therefore the competition started from day one, kindergarten. So when it comes to a group teamwork, the new education policy says teamwork should be there, everything should be there. In the university, they don't talk to each other. Interdisciplinary never happens, even though I have been trying at my level. We must mix together, interdisciplinary should happen, collaboration should happen. Individual excellence is fine, but collaboration is more desired for a healthy society. बर्तमान आमर न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी कहूँ कोलाबोरेशन, आमे कहूँ कोलाबोरेशन, बट आर यू कोलाबोरेटिंग? आमे जो गोटे प्रोजेक्ट दौचु बा असाइनमेंट दौचु, आमे केबे पचारिचु ऑनेस्ट पिला को जा हैव यू कॉपीड? आमे एथिक्स पढ़ाऊचु, ethics is now taught at universities also. Have you copied? Even though he or she has copied, he will tell no, I have not copied. Have you copied from ChatGPT? Is rampantly used by the students. Many professors come and tell, sir, ban this. I told you cannot ban a technology. You can only motivate students to use the technology in the right aspect with the rider. केमती आम टेक्नोलोजी को यूज करूँ से टेक्नोलोजी बैन कर. सो मेनी प्रोफेसर्स कंप्लेन मी, सर एवरीथिंग हैज गॉन डाउन. सो आर यू ऑल राइट? आई आस्क द क्वेश्चन, आर यू ऑल राइट? आर यू यूजिंग और नॉट? सर एज ए वाइस चांसलर टेलिंग टू यूज. येस, आई टेल टू यूज. इन एवरी मीटिंग आई टेल यू मस्ट यूज, बट विथ ए कर्सर. तो आमे जदि पिला कॉपी करिछि कहूछि जदि सत कहिला, कॉपी करी कौन शिखिछु पचारिबा, आउ सेतिपाई भी तांको मार्क दबा, कहना मार्कटा पिला दिनु इनकलकुलेट हो जाइछि, मोर मार्क दरकार, ताहले पिला कहबो ताहले मो कॉपी करियो भी दरकार नहीं, कॉपी न करिक भी मार्क पाइबी, कॉपी करिछि कहिली भी मार्क पाइली. तो माय टीचर अप्रिशिएटेड दैट आई हैव टोल्ड द ट्रुथ. तो आमे जदि ट्रुथ को कहवा एनकरेज करूँ, धीरे धीरे तार से कॉपी ये पड़े. आमे जदि 5टा ग्रुप रे गोटे प्रोजेक्ट दबू, आम कहूँ कहीं क्या देखनी, तो कोलाबोरेशन कौट अच्छे, व्हेयर फ्रॉम कोलाबोरेशन विल कम. सो दैट हैज टू हैपन इन द क्लासरूम. आमे ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट दबू, ग्रुप असाइनमेंट दबू, आउ एवरी प्रत्येक पिला इज यूनिक. दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव बीन कीप टेलिंग फ्रॉम माय डे वन. Every individual is unique. Securing marks is one, that is only one, and that's very, very not significant, but other qualities are more required to face the life. Seita pila kebe buchun, pila ko koi 90%, 99, and I'll share a fact. 90s re, I was doing PhD at IIT Bombay, 91 or 95. One student committed suicide. I was in the hostel. We are so shocked. Why he committed suicide? I still remember. He just jumped from the 4th floor of the hostel. He was a master student, MTech student at IIT Bombay. Very bright student. Only 10 seats are there in that branch. Entire India competes for that. He committed suicide only because he could not stand fast, became second with 9.6 GPA, 9.65 was the first. That's why suicide. See what kind of human being we have produced. We have produced Missons who actually want to deliver numbers. Number crunching machines we are producing. So even I share this with the university faculty, we want to produce people who will work. There is another word coming nowadays, that is skill. No more the marks required, skill is required. If skill is there, but right attitude is not there, right understanding is not there, right education is not there, then that skill is useless. In a sense, somebody will build a technology, say a drone, that should be used for delivery of medicines to the remote places. That should not be used for killing the human beings. If somebody builds a drone from the day one to kill that, the attitude itself is wrong. Therefore, Einstein told, whatever you should do, I share with all research scholars. Every 6 months I address all the research scholars of the university. I share, all of us feel proud, faculty, teachers, that I am great. And the word I has been used so many times, and if you do little research, you feel I am great researcher, I must be respected, I must get promotion, I must get money, everything I should get, no, nobody else. When I share this, I tell, if you feel so proud, look at Einstein, what he says. 1905, he had only 4 discoveries for which he was Nobel laureate. And at the fag end of his life, 1955, he was in Princeton. His last words are this: whatever I did, Einstein is the greatest scientist of the century. Nobody else is there. Whatever I did in my entire life is like child's play before the nature. If Einstein is saying this, how come you have become so arrogant that I know this, I am great? Same thing happens with the students also. Sir, I am the fast boy and I am the great person. So there is no other word other than I. So how can somebody will think of a society, think of their peers, think of parents, think of fellow beings? How can somebody will think? So that's what has to happen in the class right from the beginning. When you join in a team, we should change the leaders. One day X is the leader, 5 persons in the team. Second day, second one will be the leader. How he leads, how he takes everybody with him. Even I have seen with the very senior people occupying high position, they come to my office and spend 15 minutes all along I. After returning back, I tell whoever sits with me, look, she is a dean, she has so much qualification abroad, this, that. Look at the sentences. There is no single word other than I. I have achieved this, I have done this, I am correct, everybody is bad. If we are telling this, then how come the kids whom we teach, they will learn? So this has to be inculcated slowly, gradually, and there are many good things, and teachers' one word can change everything and will have a lasting imprint in the minds of the students. Even I go to my school teacher in a village. I come from a very remote village, studied in a village. I remember I had a mathematics teacher who used to encourage me, you can do, don't stay have a small aim, think big. He was a matriculate. He is just that 11th or 12th pass, teaching mathematics in schools, UP schools, not even I am telling high schools. He used to tell me, you can, you have the potent, think big, grow. So in the same school, they felicited me recently, 4-5 years back. I touched his feet, he is 75. He told, what are you doing? You are a big man. I told, nothing big, nothing small. You are great. Why? Because do you remember, sir, you used to tell me, think big. Don't confine your aim to small things. And that's what I am today because of you. I think you are the only few persons in my life who told these things. Now you still remember? Yes. How can I forget? Mathematics is separate. But you told this several times to me. So is it you remember? I told you, I remember. It is 1970s. So small thing matters a lot. And we can do. It is not non-doable, it is doable. And you cannot expect everybody to do the same thing, behave the same way. And also everybody cannot perform in the same way. And everybody has different qualities. I'll share one more story and stop. While at NIT, one student came. He failed in a subject. I was the head of the department. Professor, he knew I am very strict. He came, sir, I have to talk to you. I said, what is that? I have failed in one subject, for that I lose 2 jobs. I told, who gave you job? So instead of listening, I told, you are very insincere in the class, you are not doing, every teacher complains against you. He was not Oriya, from South India. So he told, sir, please help me, fell at my feet. But he started crying, sir, whatever has done, I have got a job. Where you have got a job? Sir, I have got a job in Cisco. I told, what? Who gave you job? You got a job there where even bright students are not able to get it? Very top class job. Sir, I have another job. What? You are not difficult to pass, but you have so much jobs. Then I changed my tone. I told, really, are you through in the Cisco job? There's a very tough interview, tough screening. So he brought his appointment letter. Then I was shocked. I told, Hari, you are so bright. No, sir, I didn't have interest in this subject. I have interest in those subjects. So I could not secure good CGPA and even failed in this subject. But I think every board appreciated me. And I think he was unique person from that institute to get such a coveted job. So then I told, see, I cannot make you pass, but I'll help you. He told, sir, if you tell the teacher is denying, if you tell the teacher, they will lobby you. I told that you have to request, but I'll help you. He will re-examine your paper and let us see what best can be done. Then I called the teacher. He told, teacher was shocked. He said, you are telling? I told, I am telling because I have seen something else in him. I have seen a different spark in him. I had also other impression. Sir, you are telling to do such things. I told, you reevaluate, reconsider, because your entire career will be spoiled. And the teacher told, sir, because you are telling, I am doing. Initially reacted, ki you are talking always honesty, integrity, you are not doing, I know, but you are telling. I told, the spark I have seen him, you have not seen that. So I am requesting not, I don't know the student. I knew few months only because in the class, but there is a spark in him. And he passed. So when he passed, result came out, he came with sweets and everything to me. I told, I don't take sweets. He knows that I don't take anything. So he gave me a book. He told, sir, you don't take anything, we know, everybody knows. We'll give you a book called Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam. And please read this, it will suit you, sir. And fantastic. And the person is a great person now. So many things can be done, and now time has come that we have to take baby steps, little steps, so that the child who comes out of the one kind of the steps definitely evolve with that. Even a small encouragement you can. You cannot and you can. From a teacher makes a huge difference. I must tell you, huge difference. So I think with this, I will not take much time. So we all know I am a teacher like you. So you all are teachers in the same boat. We all have to struggle a bit to see that our future generations, I think, come out well, value, who will remember us, who will serve the society, make our country great. Thank you. God bless you. Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, Professor Nanda. Now, we request Revered Swami Bodhamayanandaji Maharaj to say a few words.
जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। Once again, pranams to Revered Maharaj. Namaskar to Professor Nandaji, Vice Chancellor, and our other faculty members. When Professor Nanda was speaking about 120 eyes will be looking at you, I remember one word told by our great teacher, a great monk of the second generation who is no more, when we were all children. Vivekananda tells, I consider a man great not by his big achievements, but by the most common actions he does. Every fool may become great one day or another, but what is required is the most ordinary actions done with the greatest mind. How, whether it's mathematics or whether it's physics or whether it is other core subjects, what is important is the application, not just the appreciation. When we were all small boys getting trained in values, one statement which he told 40 years ago, when you draw a straight line, point A, point B in geometry, 10 centimeters, how difficult it was, first standard, second standard. इतना तकलीफ था, बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा. Scale will not be in one place, it will go this way, that way. But if any student makes a perfect line, a perfect square, a perfect rectangle, perfect hexagon, then teacher will put one mark or very good. We are so happy as if we got Bharat Ratna certificate. But that same person, XYZ, later he will not be able to keep his two slippers in straight line. The chappal hai wo straight line nahi rakh sakta hai. But he is a big engineer. Our Swami used to tell us, I judge a man's character by the way he leaves his slippers. उनका attitude जो है वो समझाएगा. Some will leave slippers like this, as if his leg also is like this. But he is a geometry professor. When you can draw a straight line, why can't you keep your slippers in straight line? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was so perfect, so giving lot of importance in smallest things. How you keep a pen knife? वो छोटा चाकू किधर रखेगा, कैसा रखेगा? How you keep a tumbler? How you walk down the steps? All shows your upbringing. Students are watching that. Students will be watching that. When you say don't look at the mobile, during the class or later in the lecture somewhere, but many teachers themselves are very, very busy with the mobile when there is no job. They are addicted. Students will do what you do. Students will not do what you say. आप जो कर रहे हैं सुबह से शाम तक स्कूल में या मार्केट में, वही स्टूडेंट्स भी करेगा. Because their observation is so powerful. They will definitely have a photograph in their mind. But it is a wonderful job, not a job, a yagna morning I told you, you are offering to the entire nature, entire motherland. Now just to prove this, we'll have a small 30 seconds छोटा खेल खेलेंगे हम लोग सब बच्चे लोग. Go back to your student days and do what I say. आप करेंगे? Will you do what I say? And you do what I do also. First सीधा बैठिए, chair में सीधा बैठिए, just sit straight. When you sit straight, students will sit straight. Posture मतलब क्या है? पतंजलि महर्षि से स्थिर सुख आसनम. Your body language in the classroom, in the office, in the staff room, इतना ये होना चाहिए. A perfect picture. Vivekananda was like that. He never sat bending his body. He learned from his father, he learned from his mother how to walk, how to sit, control over the body. Then oxygen supply will rise to your brain. Then more energy will come, less tiredness, and you will become an ideal teacher. So ठीक है, अभी एक हाथ right hand lift कीजिए साहब लोग. All should participate, right? Let me see. All should see me only. Don't see others, what they are doing. Take a hands down. Again quickly. Hands down. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Some are dancing like this. Because you are seeing, you are seeing me, I am doing like this, you are seeing me. Okay, take it. Only one hand business, timeless. Take it. Close your fist. All 5 fingers close. Straight. Open one index finger. You are seeing me, you are listening. ठीक है? Audio, video दोनों चल रहा है. Slowly turn your finger. Slowly turn your finger. Fast, little more speed. Quickly keep it on your chin. ठीक है? Keep it on your chin. Photograph लीजिए. कहाँ रखा है आप? You kept on your cheek. Chin is here, daddy. But you are keeping here because I kept here. You are doing what I am doing. You are not doing what I am saying. यही गलती होगा वैल्यूज में. फेल, सब फेल हो गया. -20. यही लड़का करेगा बाहर. आप ट्रैफिक में थोड़ा सामने जाएंगे सिग्नल में, आपका पीछे एक स्टूडेंट रहेगा. ओ आज मास्टर गया, मैं भी जाऊंगा. हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. So all of you did it. Maybe some were doubting. चिन्ह क्या है, चीक क्या है, इंग्लिश सिखाना पड़ेगा. दिस इज चिन्ह, ये चीक है. साहब ऐसा प्रेस कर रहा है सुबह सुबह. सो दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है. और एक छोटा, 2 हाथ ये कीजिए, ऊपर कीजिए, दोनों हाथ. जस्ट ब्रिंग इट डाउन, ब्रिंग इट डाउन, ब्रिंग इट डाउन. स्लोली 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 स्लोली. चेस्ट लेवल ऐसा थोड़ा रखिए. फेसिंग ईच अदर. 14 इंचेस. डोंट आस्क फॉर ए स्केल. 14 इंचेस. 14 इंच कितना है? 12 इंचेस + 2, 14 इंचेस. चेस्ट लेवल. ठीक है. अभी मैं 5 नंबर काउंट करूँगा. 1 2 3 4 and 5 इन माई ओन स्पीड, माई ओन वे. मैं क्वेश्चन पेपर हूँ, सो आप आंसर करना पड़ेगा. ऑल शुड क्लैप ओनली वंस व्हेन यू लिसन टू नंबर 5. कर सकते हैं? हाँ या नहीं? कॉन्फिडेंस है? आत्मविश्वास है? ठीक है. मैं काउंट शुरू करूंगा. व्हेन शुड यू क्लैप? एट नंबर 5. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? जस्ट वंस, एज इफ वन स्टूडेंट इज देयर. मैं स्टार्ट करूं काउंटिंग. अलर्ट. ऑडियो वीडियो रेडी है आपका दिमाग? 1 2 3 4 2 1 2 3 4. फिर फेल हो गया. सेकेंड सेमिस्टर फेल. 5 को क्लैप मारना है, 4 को क्यों मार रहे हैं? ऑडियो कम है क्या? 4 मतलब 5 हो गया ओडिशा स्टूडेंट्स का. ये रिपीट नहीं है. एक बार हो गया, सॉरी भी नहीं बोल सकते, गलती हो गया. क्योंकि सुनिए, सोचिए. I did like this. I attempted. But you thought 4 is 5. मारो, स्वामी को क्या है, वो अभी जाएगा वापस. हम लोग भी घर जाएंगे. हो गया. Milk has fallen on the ground. You cannot get it back. So the greatest value sir was telling about technology, ChatGPT, AI. AI मेरा अच्छा नहीं लगता है, but फिर भी AI is AI today. Everything is in our fingertip. But AI has come even then, even when we are not using our NI. NI matlab natural intelligence. नेचुरल इंटेलिजेंस भी फुल यूटिलिटी नहीं हुआ, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आ गया. ठीक है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आ गया. महाभारत युद्ध में लास्ट पार्ट जब अश्वत्थामा ने रिवेंज लिया, उप पांडवास को मार दिया, थिंकिंग दे आर पांडवास बिकॉज दे किल्ड द्रोणाचार्य. बट देन ही रियलाइज्ड हिज मिस्टेक, ही रैन अवे, ही एस्केप्ड, ही वाज विथ व्यासाश्रम. पंच पांडव गुस्सा में गया along with Krishna, and since they are alive, he thought, I will destroy their generation. Brahmastra liya. Ashwatthama had Brahmastra by his father Drona. Uttering some mantras, he used it on the Pandavas. Here Krishna is there, their guru, Gitacharya, Jagannatha. He told Arjuna, you use Brahmastra. देखिए, दो ब्रह्मास्त्र आमने सामने आ रहा है. देन व्यासा हैड टू इंटरवीन एंड सेड दिस विल डिस्ट्रॉय द वर्ल्ड. ये तो न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी जैसे मोर पावरफुल देन न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी. ए अश्वत्थामा, टेक बैक योर ब्रह्मास्त्र. अश्वत्थामा का हाफ नॉलेज है. ही नोज हाउ टू यूज इट, ही डज नॉट नो हाउ टू टेक इट बैक. ये गलती की अश्वत्थामा. He said, Guru, Vyasa Maharshi, I don't know how to take it back. My father did not teach me. You fool, when you don't know how to use it, why did you use it? But Krishna told Arjuna, gave him instruction, take it back. It will destroy the world. Arjuna took it back. He had the mantra, he had the Shakti, he had the Gnana. Ashwatthama Krura Buddhi, Viparita Buddhi. He said, give direction to the Brahmastra. It has to land somewhere. Then he sent that astra to the Garbha, to the womb of Uttara, so that Parikshit will be dead. Parikshit was dead. The Brahmastra entered into the womb and killed Parikshit, future generation of the Pandavas. Then Narayana, Jagannatha, Krishna came and gave back life to the dead Parikshit. उठो परीक्षित, इतना बड़ा स्टोरी है वो. देन कृष्णा कर्स्ड अश्वत्थामा दैट मणि जो है उनका फोरहेड में वो निकाल के ही बिकेम, ही इज चिरंजीवी बट ही इज रोमिंग अबाउट दे से इन द हिमालयस विद द वुंड एंड बैड बिहेवियर, बैड लुक्स, अगली हो गया. सो आवर स्टूडेंट्स along with technology should have the value, should have the restraint, the emotional restraint of using their vital energy. That is the knowledge. That is why these human excellence values. In Hyderabad, we have the Human Excellence Institute. We have a understanding with nearly 20 schools of Delhi Public School and their sister concern Pallavi Model School. 20 schools are there dealing with 40,000 students. We have an understanding with them for 3 years to conduct these values not separately in the physics class, in the mathematics class, in the history class, in the computer class, mix these values into the system. We did a beautiful study and took all the survey. For example, these values also in your schools we can involve, like Shama, Dama, Tyaga, Seva, Sahana, Abhaya, Bhakti, Jignasa, Shraddha, selected by the teachers. We gave examples, modern examples, scientific examples, scriptures examples, Vivekananda examples, historical examples. What is Jignasa? Questioning, inquiry, both in science and in meditation. What is Shraddha? Atma Vishwas, Shraddhavan Labate Gnanam. An entire chapter of Bhagavad Gita is Shraddha chapter. So like this, values can, without boring, without telling do this and don't do this, they will inculcate and there will be Ganga Bhati Hai. The water flows, milk and honey will flow, and your own students, as Professor was giving so many examples, will become excellent, enlightened citizens hona chahiye, not just voting citizens. So that will be the wish and mission of Swami Vivekananda. 100,000 men and women उनका टारगेट था विवेकानंद जी का. 100,000 men and women fired with the zeal of holiness, fortified with eternal faith in the Lord, nerved to the lion's courage by their sympathy for the poor, the fallen, and the downtrodden, will go over the length and breadth of the land, wiping the widow's tears, feeding the orphan's mouth, preaching the gospel of salvation, till even a dog in my country is not happy. They will go on doing this. To this I have given my life. I will do or die. इतना बड़ा हमारा मिशन विजन दिया रामकृष्ण मिशन को. ये एक प्लान है, ये एक स्ट्रैटेजी है, ये एक प्रोग्रामिंग है to bring all the teachers of different backgrounds, different schools in one place and give that nice inspiration where you will not be able to get it every time. So this is a recycling process. आपका जो सुना है, आप सिखाते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को recycling paper, yes or no? Recycling scrap, recycling garbage, recycling paper, purifying oil, recycling water. ये सब चल रहा है for environmental protection. But most important thing is recycling the mind. If you can recycle the mind, it will be my teacher. If I don't recycle, it will be my devil. It will kill me. It will kill the society. So may the great acharyas, great teachers, and may Swami Vivekananda's vision and mission of a great India, and through Orissa teachers, through Karnataka teachers, through Telangana teachers, let us make Mother India smile again. Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, Maharaj. Now we request revered Swami Atma Prabhanandaji Maharaj, Secretary Ramakrishna Mission, Bhubaneswar, to give the closing remarks and the vote of thanks.
ओम नमो श्री ज्योतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरय सच्चित सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे. So we are coming to the close of the students program, value based education for teachers. Before I propose a vote of thanks, mu dui pada kahibi. I was listening to the speech of Dr. P.K. Nando with rapt attention, and you too. A few points are very important that you know also. The students follow the teachers consciously or unconsciously. So, the teachers should be very cautious in the way of talking, teaching, handwriting, dress, and everything. So that is very important thing. In the process of education, the teacher's role, as I pointed out in the beginning, is very crucial and important. The role of guardians, the role of teachers, the role of school authorities, all are taken into consideration. What type of guardian? One incident I am going to tell you in a very short, in a nutshell. Swami Vivekananda was then a school student reading in class 6 or 7. Now, one day what happened, the geography teacher asked the students some questions, and Naren, at the time Naren Datta or Vile, Naren stood up and answered the question rightly. His right answer was right. But the teacher wrongly punished him severely. So he suffered a lot. So he went back home and informed it to his mother. Mother, my answer was correct, but the teacher gave me punishment in presence of all the students. What was the reaction of mother? She said, "My child, if you are right, nothing to worry. One day your teacher will understand his fault and he will come to beg, apologize to you." And actually that happened. So that mother was guardian also. What would have happened today? You can well imagine. Anyway, this and another thing Dr. Nando said, that is skill. Only skill will not do. Unless love is there, emotion is there, love for others, fellow feeling is there, nothing will happen. Only skill will not do the proper holistic progress of the society. So I think you will please remember all these things. I thank Dr. Nando for taking pains to come over here and speak to you. Many thanks. Sri Somnath Mishra ji is our very close volunteers, ex-Deputy General Manager of NALCO. I also, on behalf of myself, on behalf of the inmates of the ashrama, I extend my thanks and gratitude to him. Then Bodhamayananda ji, his speech is very jovial and interesting. I think you have enjoyed his speech too much. So, many, many thanks on our behalf. Then our Praveen Maharaj, that is Mahesatmananda ji, I thank him. Of course, he is our monastic staff. He is also a good speaker. Now the teachers, you, we are really grateful and thankful to you for your kind participation in this program, because it is a day-long program from morning till afternoon. It's evening. It's going to be evening. You have listened to the speeches, and you know there is no dearth of theories. There are enough of theories, particularly in the field of education, beginning from the early 18th century, 19th century, 18th century, Rousseau to John Dewey, then Swami Vivekananda. There is enough of theories, but who will implement them in practice? You, the teachers. So, Swami Vivekananda once told, is right, an ounce of practice is more valuable than the tons of theories. There is so much of theories, but it should be properly implemented into practice. So, definitely I know many of you are very, very successful teachers, highly qualified. There are some lecturers, headmasters, and successful teachers who have come. So, once again I extend thanks and gratitude on behalf of the organizers or on behalf of the inmates of the ashrama. Thank you all, and if we organize such seminar again, we shall contact you. Thank you. And another thing, we believe that for education, the education policy and principle framed and propounded by Swami Vivekananda is very, very important and I think essential. You will please study Vivekananda. About Vivekananda, Rabindranath told to Roma Rola, he said, if you know India, want to know India, study Vivekananda. In him, everything is positive and nothing is negative. Thank you. All these things have been organized by our Mihir Maharaj, that is Swami Advayananda ji. I should not thank him because he is our monastic staff. My all the good wishes to him. Thank you.
Our program is now nearing to an end. It will be completed by a closing song sung by Sri Vijay Tigga.
हेलो हेलो जय वीरेश्वर जय त्रिपुरारी गाए हम सब महिमा तेरी जय वीरेश्वर जय त्रिपुरारी गाए हम सब महिमा तेरी जय हो विवेकानंद गूंजा डालूं महिमा तिहारी जय वीरेश्वर जय त्रिपुरारी गाए हम सब महिमा तेरी मोहे ब्रह्मा शंकर मोहे मोहे ब्रह्मा शंकर मोहे देवगण मोहे बलकारी सारे जग में हर जन मोहे सारे जग में हर जन मोहे दुनिया कौन बिचारी दुनिया कौन बिचारी जय वीरेश्वर जय त्रिपुरारी गाए हम सब महिमा तेरी गगन फाड़ कर ध्वजा चढ़ाऊं वाणी तेरी जग में गाऊं गगन फाड़ कर ध्वजा चढ़ाऊं वाणी तेरी जग में गाऊं विवेकानंद शरण में आऊं विवेकानंद शरण में आओ शरणागत भयहारी जय वीरेश्वर जय त्रिपुरारी गाए हम सब महिमा तेरी जय हो विवेकानंद गूंजा डालूं महिमा तिहारी जय वीरेश्वर जय त्रिपुरारी गाए हम सब गाए हम सब गाए हम सब महिमा तेरी।
हेलो आमर समस्त को सर्टिफिकेट दबार व्यवस्था थिला किंतु दुखर विषय आमर जो आमर एमपी प्रताप षडंगी कही आसो बोली आम ना सर्टिफिकेट रखिक प्रिंट कर देथिलु किंतु लास्ट मोमेंट रे से काली कहले मु दिल्ली रे अछि मुख्यमंत्री आछंती आ तेणु मु वर्तमान भुवनेश्वर फेरी पारु नाही तेणु जेहेतु सर्टिफिकेट रे ना लिखाई प्रिंट सरी तेणु आउ किसी उपाय नहीं तेणु आज पुणी आज प्रेस बंद रविवार तेणु ये अल्प केतरा सर्टिफिकेट आम बर्तमान 10 कोटी आम देदेवु जो मैंने सार मैडम थे नहीं जाए आउ अन्य सबू सर्टिफिकेट आम स्कूल जमी बुलिकी जाकि सार मान आनी पुणी सेमती सर्टिफिकेट नहीं कि प्रति स्कूल आम पहुँचा व्यवस्था करूँ आमर ये सर्टिफिकेट अल्प 10 कोटी खंड अच्छी जहाँ नाम डक से थे उपस्थित थे आसिक नहीं जाए एठू आउे आमर मीटिंग आज सर आपण मैंने जो प्रसाद पाई से जाकि चाह बिस्कुट व्यवस्था होती सेठी चा बिस्कुट खाई आम मठर आज प्रोग्राम सर आ जो मैंने चाहिए संध्या 6:20 आमर संध्या आरती से बसिक देखिपारे संध्या आरती तापर प्रोग्राम शेष हम। बर्तमान मुझे डाकुची जो सार कि मैडम मैंने थे आसिक नहीं जाए आमर सर्टिफिकेट। क्षेत्रवासी घड़ई विजय आसले कितने छड़े आसले सर से पुणी जाओ। कल्पना परिडा मुझे ना रखुची जदि अच्छा शीघ्र आसी जातु। अमूल्य किशोर भूया, अलेख चंद्र सामल, भरत चंद्र राउत, भरत चंद्र राउत, रघुनाथ प्रधान, भरत राउत आपण भरत राउत, भरत राउत, रघुनाथ प्रधान, रंजीत कुमार प्रधान, सुरेश चंद्र देव, सुरेंद्र कुमार राउत, दिलीप कुमार पंडा, सुरेश चंद्र देव, सुरेश चंद्र देव जा, सुरेंद्र राउत तापरे सुरेंद्र राउत, सुरेंद्र राउत, दिलीप कुमार पंडा, देवदत्त नायक, रंजीत कुमार प्रधान, देवदत्त नायक, देवव्रत मिश्र विश्वनाथ बारिक ठीक शीघ्र आसନ୍ତୁ। संजय कुमार पट्टनायक, संजय, विश्वजीत विश्वाल, संगीता दास, संगीता दास, लोकनाथ बिसी, ममता आचार्य, ममता आचार्य, मनोज कुमार मार्था, मनोज, मनोरंजन पृष्टि, डकाइला ना डकाइला कि मनोज कुमार पात्र, मनोज कुमार मार्था हाँ जा सर कौन ना मनोरंजन पृष्टि मन ठीक है मनोरंजन पृष्टि मनस्विनी महापात्र सुश्री सुचिस्मिता नाथ शर्मा स्वर्णमंजरी साहू आसुन स्वर्णमंजरी साहू ताले मैंने एब्सेंट ममता नायक सुश्री सुचिस्मिता नाथ शर्मा मनस्विनी महापात्र देवव्रत नायक संगीता दास ममता आचार्य तेणु आउ आमर समस्त की सर्टिफिकेट दिज्व निश्चित भाव में आम जमी स्कूल बुली बुलिकी आपण मानक आनीचु पुणी आम सेमती सब स्कूल बुलिकी सब स्कूल आपण मान सर्टिफिकेट नहीं दबू निश्चित भाव में तेणु आज आमर यही वैल्यू एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज बाय रामकृष्ण मिशन भुवनेश्वर एठी शेष है आपण मान समस्त को रामकृष्ण मठ मिशन तरफ अशेष अशेष धन्यवाद आ वर्तमान